Don't forget to click the subscribe button. Thank you. Dared to seduce, the fattest girl in town.
In a small Nigerian town, a tale of hidden desires and a daring bet begins. Meet Ace, a young, vibrant, androgynous woman, and a bet that leads her to an unlikely fate. Ace was the most popular woman in town, having cliques of friends and adoring women pining for her attention. To the outside world, she appeared happy and full of joy, but beneath the surface, Ace longed for a love so deep it feels the loneliness brewing just beneath the surface. In the same town lived Ezine, a young fat woman who kept to herself. Because everywhere Ezine went in town, the people laughed at her because of her size. Ezine had no friends or lover. One day, Ace and her friends parked their car by the small supermarket in town, laughing and sharing drinks. As Ezine passed by with her head down, they laughed at Ezine as she entered the supermarket. Someone shouted, "Don't break the floor, ooh!" And they all laughed again. One of Ace's friends dared her.
I dare you to seduce her in 1 week.
What do I get if I win?
I will give you 100K cash.
Ace agrees to the dare. The next day, Ace found Ezine walking home. Ace says hello. Surprised, Ezine looks up. Ezine tried to walk faster, but Ace kept her pace. Soon, Ezine stopped.
What do you want?
I want to talk to you.
Why?
Because I want to.
Ace and Ezine's friendship grew. Once reluctant, Ezine opened up, and Ace found herself drawn to Ezine's wits and humor. Every evening they meet under a secluded tree on Ezine's street, and on the third evening they shared their first kiss. Passion blossomed between them, hotter than they expected. The simple kiss turned heated, and soon they found themselves on Ezine's bed. As the seventh day of the bet loomed closer, Ace started avoiding her friends, even avoiding the usual hangouts, because now Ezine was more than a dare. Worry gnawed at Ace, torn between telling Ezine about the dare or telling her friends she was falling in love with Ezine. But beneath all that, one question niggled at Ace. Should she tell Ezine? On Saturday afternoon, Ezine decided to get her groceries at the town supermarket. As she reached the entrance, Ezine sees Ace and her friends around a car, talking and laughing. Her eyes meeting Ace. Ezine waved at Ace, but Ace looked away just as one of her friends noticed. Embarrassed, Ezine tried to walk as fast as her legs could carry her, but the embarrassment and the pain in her heart made her clumsy, and she fell. Horrified and heartbroken, she confronted Ace in the presence of her friends, and Ace confessed everything in a moment of despair. Ace watched Ezine walk away, tears in her eyes. Later that night, plagued by guilt, Ace couldn't bear the hurt look she saw on Ezine's beautiful face, knowing she put that look there. Her heart ached, with her mind made up. Ace goes to find Ezine, hoping to God she hadn't ruined her chance at love. Ezine, having cried herself to sleep, woke up to the sound of knocking. With blurry eyes, she opened her door to find the source of her heartache. Ezine shouts at Ace with pain in her heart, but Ace apologizes and promises to never hurt Ezine again. In the end, Ace couldn't let her friends teasing and laughing stop her from loving Ezine, and Ezine couldn't let her insecurities keep her from loving Ace and being loved by her.
Mira's wicked uncle.
Welcome to today's tale of forbidden desires and intricate family dynamics. In a grand Indian estate, meet young Mira, who lost her parents in a tragic accident, leaving her in the care of her uncle Vikram. In the twist of fate, Mira's life that was once joyful turned dark in the hands of her wicked uncle. One night, her drunk uncle barged in Mira's room and started forcing himself on her. Mira, who was only 10 years old, didn't know what was happening or why was the uncle hurting her. She felt like her whole body was about to collapse. This went on every night for 2 years. Meera felt like she was in an unending nightmare. One day, Meera woke up to the buzzing sound of wedding preparation and guests filled the house. Meera asked a servant what was going on, and she was told that her uncle is getting married. Happiness filled Meera's heart hearing the news, hoping her uncle's abuse would stop. That very night, after the celebration ended, Meera went to bed with a sense of relieved. As sleep was about to claim Meera, her uncle barged into her room, forcing himself on her once again. With tears, Meera asked her uncle, "I thought you have a wife now and this would stop." The uncle warned Meera, "If you ever open your big mouth and tell anyone about this, I will kill you." Immediately the uncle left her room. She dragged her bruised and battered body out of bed, crying in pain. Meera wiped the blood on her thigh and vowed that she will take revenge on her uncle. As years went by, Meera learned how to avoid her abusive uncle most night, although some nights the nightmare happens. One evening, Meera bumped into her uncle's wife Sangeeta in the garden, crying with severe bruises on her face. Meera embraces Sangeeta, comforting her. Through tears, Sangeeta tells Meera about the brutality she suffers in the hands of Vikram. Since that day, Meera and Sangeeta's friendship became closer through shared pain caused by the same man. Whenever Meera's uncle beats Sangeeta, she finds comfort in Meera, and whenever her uncle rapes Meera, she finds comfort in Sangeeta. Meera and Sangeeta bond deepens. Shared glances and stolen moments leading to forbidden desires that defies familial norms, their passion igniting as Meera and Sangeeta navigate their forbidden affair. One weekend, a sudden call pulled Vikram on a business trip, leaving the two secret lovers alone. The day seemed brighter, the birds chirping louder. Meera and Sangeeta loosed themselves in their passionate embrace, reveling in the freedom to express their love. However, Vikram's business trip was cut short. He came home shocked by what he saw. He suffered a severe heart attack that led to his death. With the passing of the funeral, Meena and Sangeeta celebrates their freedom, no longer plagued by the wickedness and brutality of Vikram.